social ecology is the hope for planetary sustainability. And I think of social ecology as the intertwining of human and ecological systems, and the thinking that involves humans as part of those systems and not separate from them.
We're interested to hear from others. For me, I think there's very much a growing awareness around issues, not just of climate change, but that it's becoming more and more evident how unsustainable on multiple levels our society has become, how much the social and the ecological are in conflict, and the effects are likely to be very dire.
When you look around every day, reading the newspapers, watching the television, you just see that the problems aren't really going away. Eventually we're going to have to deal with changing our values, changing our priorities, and what social ecology does, it enables people to actually bring about change.
So I think it is about recognising that there's urgency, but also coming together not just with an alarmist kind of picture, but to actually say, well, hang on, at the same time, there are amazing initiatives going on. Let's kind of pull together our knowledge and our potential and sort of look at what the issues are.
Social ecology has actually existed in University of Western Sydney for 30 years. We've always been very busy providing programs and running residentials and so forth, and eventually we said, I guess it's about time we had a real conference, and so this is it.
The Social Ecology Symposium is a gathering, really, of people who've been involved with social ecology or who are interested in it. So this symposium brings together both present and past students, present and past staff, to inform what we're doing, and that will feed back again into our ongoing teaching.
The keynote speaker is Stephen Kellett from Yale University, and he's written probably 8 books. And his main interest is our relationship with nature. He's taking that to the issue of, if we're going to design systems, whole cities, we can actually build that understanding into those designs, so we can be sort of proactive in setting up buildings and vegetation around them and all that sort of stuff. Oh, there's just a typical spectrum of workshops on esoteric things relating to spirituality and consciousness and personality and psychological things, to the development of competencies to be able to sing better, write better.
So we've been looking at themes around education and learning, ecological psychology and cultural change, which is quite a big one. We've looked at community arts, which is really important. We've got some great artwork here, some that's been produced as part of the symposium and some that many of our graduates and people involved have brought in for an art show. We've got a panel coming up on ecology and advocacy. And that is obviously hugely important. We're looking at leading change. Again, very strong emphasis, because change is required in order to create a sustainable society on many levels. And in our final session, we're looking at ecological futures.
People, like all animals, know the world through moving and acting, and therefore they exist in a dynamic relational system within their surroundings.
So really we're going to pull together what's coming out of our thinking, but looking ahead as well. How do we create ecological futures? What are the critical issues? And we've got 4 of our wonderful professors who will be presenting there, but also engaging the audience in that discussion.
We need to be the change that we want to see. That's really the only way it's going to happen. We have to be it.
I think we already have the solutions. I think we already have enough knowledge. We don't need any more knowledge. We actually need to put things into practice. Putting things into practice is the #1 challenge we have.
They point out not just that we're unusual because we're wealthy, educated, industrialized, rich, and democratic, but that this has cognitive, psychological consequences. That by many measures, this population, Western, educated, industrialized, rich, and democratic, is an outlier.
All organisations need to build in a capacity for making ongoing transformational change now.
12 months later, in 2008, my students wrote about being addicted to Facebook. So that's how quickly technology is changing.
Research shows that an emotional attachment or connection with place is important in shaping our beliefs, values and attitudes towards the environment.
It has to be a multi-sensory, rich and valuable source of holistic development, and we can only get that in the outdoors as far as I'm concerned.
We're at a particularly significant point, both within the university where we're seeking to ramp up our work in sustainability, and also I think, you know, on the planet there are major issues here. So really what we're looking to do is to say, look, there are so many people who've been involved in social ecology. We have graduates who've gone out to do amazing things in all sorts of domains, environmental, community, organisational areas, who've come in with kind of radical ideas that have sort of come out of their work here, and they've gone on to lead the field.
The thing that you hear people say when they go away from a social ecology experience, or even the same from the degree, is it changed my life in ways that I couldn't have imagined, and it's made me happier and have a sense of meaning. And that's what you can get if you come to one of these conferences. So it's certainly not something to be missed, and if you miss it, you're missing something that could make your life transformed.